Hello, everybody. This is Bugsy here. You know, when I really rebranded the Big Three Box Network, it's a channel basically where I talk about fan stuff. You know, but okay, let me talk about Doctor Who. Well, a YouTuber by the name of Beware is making. Okay, hold up. Let me turn it on. Is is asking people to send him fan fiction. Um, as in a fan fiction because like him and a lot of us, we're fed up with the 13th Doctor and the writing choices and everything in it. And now anybody who likes the 13th Doctor, listen, we have our own misgivings with the show. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you why I hate it because I've literally made my displeasure for it known. And the thing about you guys, and the thing is, we're some of us are just fed up, and we want, we want the Doctor back, man. We want Doctor Who back, and I just feel like this is a good step in the right direction. Hell, if y'all want, if you, I mean, if they want to keep Doctor Who the way it is, okay, this is our fan interpretation, and fans have been doing this for years, making their own little Doctor Who adventures. Heck, There's one dude I really, really, honestly like. That made a bunch of Doctor Who related stuff. It's he did pretty good with what he had. It's called like the guy's name is Luke Newman, and he makes like pretty awesome Doctor Who fan stuff, and it's pretty good. And I've seen a lot of other Doctor Who fan stuff, and I feel like it's high time for another one to be made too, because honestly, I'm tired of freaking Whittaker. I am tired of the silhouettes that are characters. Graham's the only good one, but that's not really saying much because they kind of underdeveloped these guys, and the 13th Doctor is just so bland. Like, guys, there's certain things that the Doctor would have said to the freaking any of the other Doctors would have said to that freaking half-human Cyberman. Anything. But the stuff that Whittaker said, it just struck a chord with me. And the fact that the Timeless Child wrecked so much of the canon. So much of the canon. So much of the... and people are saying it's part of Chris McNeil's master plan. Or I'm saying his name right. It's part of his plan. And he basically said on like one of the Doctor Who podcasts, it wasn't, and they're putting his name, they're basically putting words in his mouth, which I see.
The music has become vapid and forgettable. The political themes are more blatant and less clever than ever. There are no character arcs, no themes, no depth to any of the ideas presented. The Doctor has become this hypocritical, self righteous airhead who completely lacks empathy. The lore has been twisted into something completely unrecognizable, and this is all while reducing the number of episodes we get every single year. I never thought I would say this, but I almost want the show to get canceled so it doesn't keep getting worse. All of this.
That's kind of how I feel about freaking Simpsons, by the way. Like, Simpsons just done to death. But the thing about Doctor Who was, it could always, depending on what was going on, it could always be fresh. You know what I mean? Oh, but this man.
This is the fault of Chris Chibnall.
This man wrecked the show. He literally took a hook and ripped it in half. He took that hook and literally hitched it to his. Hold up, everybody. Give me a minute. I'm getting a call. Sorry about this. Sorry about this, everybody. One, two. Okay, I'm back on. I had to do that, guys. I know. I'm like, you guys were like, oh my god, Bugsy, why did you pose? You could have edited that out. It's only a minute. Chibnall. I don't care what any of you think. Some of us don't like this man, and y'all need to just accept that we don't. There's no it's not because he made the doctor a woman. It's not because we're trying to farm out raids like a certain fan was saying. It's just not a good show. Even if you took the time shot out of the goddamn equation. Even if you took the time shot out of the goddamn equation, we still got a bland ass show. And then the master basically just regenerates and then he brings back the master, but the master's back to being fucking evil, and it just takes all the fucking shit that Missy was, and just said, yeah, this character development we could have had with the master, a villain turn slightly good guy, and even more as a good guy. And was actually going to help the doctor help the doctor out when he's dealing with all those Cybermen. But fucking John Sims Master was like, nah, I can never help the doctor. I feel like the saddest thing is the doctor will never know that Missy actually tried to go back and help him. But, all that shit's thrown away to just make the Master evil again. All that interesting shit with Missy is just gone now. Like, I don't know, maybe we can have a story where the Master does regenerate, right? And maybe the Master at this point still remembers Missy. He can be a female or a dude at this point. It really doesn't matter at this point. Either way it goes. I think that a few ideas I have is like, I don't know, have the Master regenerate and still retain still have those memories of Missy where he figures out a way not to reshuffle some of her traits, and the Master still keeps the traits and actually becomes a lot more kinder. And even goes back and tells the doctor, yeah, I was about to come back for you, but, my old self was like, buggered to that and, shot me. You know? I mean, it's better than NASA coming back pretending to be some other dude and going, yes, I just wanted to go do some fucked up shit. You know, and if you're going to bring characters that were in New Who, like Captain Jack Harkness, you know, probably have Captain Jack actually talk to the Doctor. You know, we never got that with 11 or 12 because I think that would have been fucking funny. Like that would have been legitimate comedy right there. And 13, she probably just mansplain him. That'd probably be the only thing that they would do. And they, you know, what really stuck in my craw about it though was the fact that they said, "Ooh, you know, he was cheesy." I'm like, "Hey, Jim, your hatred for this show is showing. You might want to zip that up." You know, maybe back in the day, when Jim wanted to write Doctor Who and do all this stuff, maybe he was the right person for it. But this man has done so many different things. You know, when you start writing things like in Broadchurch and stuff, you start kind of, since you can't switch off to that mindset since you've been doing it for so long, it kind of bleeds into your other work. And the thing about Chibnall is, one of the things about Chibnall, I would say, is that he just doesn't really care about the lore or anything. He just wants to kind of make it his own, and instead of doing that in a loving way, he just took a freaking sledgehammer and said, "Fuck you all, I'm doing this." And then everybody else that wanted to talk about everything else with blood in the family, the other dude is like, you know, we're just doing this because, you know, this is what we're doing. Instead of respecting the people who wrote the older episodes that they weren't a part of. They're just changing it to suit their fucking needs and not the needs of the story or plot. And it really just irks me. Jimbo, I don't like you. I'll say that right now. I don't like your writing style. I feel like a lot of these other fans and even myself could do a better job. And I'm glad that we are starting to do. I'm glad that this is happening because literally anybody could do this better than you can.
Man is just not equipped to properly run this show. At this point, I have made 5 videos.
Yeah, it's like we're mutinying against them. We're like, you're unfit to be captain. And we just get beware of the fucking pirate hat, and we're just like, fuck this. We're taking this ship to fucking Bermuda.
Dissecting the failures of Chibnall's run, and I keep seeing the same sentiment in my comment section. People want him gone. They want a new showrunner. What I find really
Yeah, a lot of us do. And no, I'm not just saying that for this video. I don't like Chibnall, and I just feel like it's time for him to leave. Whether you think I'm right or not, that's just how I feel, and you can't stop me from feeling like that, okay? Okay? Well, fans, you can't stop me from feeling like that. However you think Doctor Who should be, this ain't how it's supposed to be, man. I mean, change is good, but when you really literally take a sledgehammer to the lore, yeah, I have an issue with it.
funny is that there are some people that think I should run the show. I won't lie to you, that sounds like a dream job to me. And then, of course, there are those who think literally anyone other than Chibnall could do a better job with this series. And I mostly agree.
I know 5 people that could do a better job than Jim.
In my comments section, I have seen many different
Who actually love this franchise. You know, Wesley Clemens is one. Luke Newman is one. A few other people.
people break down how they would run Doctor Who, and some of them are really great ideas. So, considering all of this and the lousy state that
Hey, we should call it Doctor Who: The Alternate Adventures, or alternate series like 11 or 12.
Doctor Who is in, I am going to do something about it. I will rewrite the 13th Doctor's era, and I need your help. Basically, I'm starting from scratch, pretending Chris Chibnall was never made showrunner. Instead, I was.
And when he asked for the job, we all laughed in his face. Because we were the team, and he's like, "You guys can't do better than me. I was gonna have all this shit, and I was gonna make it so great." And then we look at him and go, "Boy, watch what we're about to do." Like we just say it in unison too, and it's all kind of, it's like a kind of team thing, not like a creepy unison thing. Like we're all like one brain.
I'll pick a new actor to portray the Doctor. I'll write the first episode starting right after the 12th Doctor regenerates, and we'll go from there. New Doctor, new Sonic, new TARDIS interior, new companion, new everything.
Ooh, can we fix the TARDIS interior? Like, I have a few like ideas about the TARDIS interior. If anybody wants to listen, I mean, I want to contribute, but I don't know I want to know what Doctor you're writing first, and what I can incorporate, what I can add to this. And no, I'm not going to add a Professor What cameo into this version of Doctor Who. Again, like, I'm not trying to do that. I don't want to overplay my hand, so to speak, and put my fan stuff in it. It just, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. If Beware was down for it, maybe, but like, I don't know, because some people will ask me that, and I just want to say I'm not doing that. But maybe I'll watch the first episode of this new little fan-made series, and I'll write something accordingly. I need to know this Doctor's ins and outs, his quirks, his dislikes, his likes, what he likes to eat, stuff like that. But I do have some ideas for the TARDIS interior. I think 12's like Sonic Shades were an actual good idea that needs to be repeated. I just don't like 13's TARDIS interior. It looks like a goddamn beehive. I don't really like it. Like, it's too, like, we got fucking crystals and shit everywhere. I'm like, like, certain things with the TARDIS had, like, this theme to it in a way. And, like, what are we doing with, like, Whittaker's TARDIS? It's just kind of there, I don't really know what else we can do. The thing I would want is, like, if I say let's bring back some characters and let's bring in the Valeyard, man. Let's make him the big bad of this new fan-made series, Let's because the Doctor was close to regenerating, right? And maybe, the Doctor was regenerating, and now he has a new set of regenerations. And even though that doesn't make sense, and the crack doesn't make any goddamn sense now, because of the time of the show, but we're not going to get in that. But I would say, if we're doing anything with the Doctor, anything at all, I would love for somehow we either incorporate the Valeyard at some point or Omega. I don't know how we're going to bring Omega into this, But I feel like something like that would do. Like him, like either Omega or the Valyard being like the big bads. Just having them kind of appear. I'm not saying let's bring back all the fucking old monsters, but I'm just saying bring back those two because I don't know. There's a lot of things we could do with the Valyard. And I feel like, there's a few things we could do with Omega. Instead of like an alternate version of the Timeless Child, like let's have Omega be the one that attacks Gallifrey. Or the Valyard. Either way, we can't go wrong. I mean, I just have basic ideas. I'm not really thinking. I don't know. These are just ideas I have at the top of my head. Do we have and to be honest, can we have like a Sonic that is not blue? We have one that's green, and we have one that's purple. Hmm. How about one that's orange? Is that a thing? I don't know. Is that like, guys? Is that thing like? Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Have there ever been an orange Sonic screwdriver?
I plan on making a series of episodes presented in audio drama format for you to enjoy instead of what we've been getting from the BBC these past few years. It'll have an overarching story leading up to the finale, and depending on how it does, I might even do a second series. This will be very similar to other fan-made Doctor Who series on YouTube, but this one will not be supplementary. It's meant to completely replace the Series 11 we got on TV. But before I can get into all of the nitty-gritty details, I need your help. Writing and producing a series of audio dramas is a huge, gargantuan task, and my YouTube channel is nowhere near big enough for me to work on it full time. So that's where you come in. I've already had a few people reach out to me on Twitter or over email who have sent me their fan-written Doctor Who scripts. Now let me tell you, there is some real potential there. So this is my point. If you have an idea for a Doctor Who episode you would like to see produced, send it to me. Like a real showrunner, I will produce the series and write the landmark episodes, but the majority of the stories will be written by you, the fans. I'll include my email in the description, but it's also on the back end of my channel. There, you can send me your script, and we can discuss all the details, including credit and all that stuff.
I mean, I want to know like how this doctor is gonna be before I really send mine. But again, all I just got is ideas, folks, and I just wanted to just bring this to your attention. I wanted you guys to know what's going on, and this could be your chance to really have your own version of have our own version of Doctor Who, untainted by Chippy Chips. Seriously, let me just say something about the time. I know I've said a lot of shit about the time traveling races, but fuck, man, that ain't even a villain. Yeah, you trying to say that racism exists in any timeline? Well, no shit, it probably would still exist. I mean, when 12 literally punched out a fucking what was it? Was he a freaking slave master? I think. Well, he was a racist or something. He punched him out, and he was like, "That was the coolest thing I ever saw 12 do." Well, second coolest thing. But basically, all I'm saying is I want you guys to think about this. This man has his Twitter and his email. They're right here. I just wanted to kind of put this. I want you guys to kind of, if you have an idea for Doctor Who, give this man a freaking, give this man some ideas. Because seriously, this could be fucking awesome if given the chance. Peace, everybody.